Okay,
Yeah.
so something on the empirical mode decomposition. So there are a number of them. It starts with mode decompositions. Okay, so in finance and economic space, there's a lot of irrational behavior driven by fear and panic, which we call news in the market, right? Like
Yeah.
COVID-19, political instability everywhere can affect how market participants behave, which puts a lot of noise into the market. They affect the series and how they are generated. And sometimes the noise can be so much that they can even be more than the fundamental relationship. Okay, so when you have any series, as you see it, your time series as you see them, it will be x plus, let's say, xt plus error term w, or xt plus et. So that's what your data is. Now the st, you can call it, and the et will be your noise, which I've explained to you as how they come about.
Yes.
Because you don't believe that the prices that you are seeing are the truest reflection of the market. There are other external forces which are acting on the prices, and they deviate from the true signal, which is the original series.
Yes.
So if you want to analyze the data, remember how sometimes you want your data to be stationary before you work with. In this case, you want your series to be free from noise before you use it.
Yes.
Yes. And the methods, some of the methods that can help you remove the noise from the series is the empirical mode decomposition method. Okay. So, but the point is, how much noise can you remove from the data? So,
Yeah.
in series of improvements to make sure that you remove as much noise as possible, so that you can reduce the signal noise ratio to the minimum that is possible. Okay. So that is why there's you have empirical mode decomposition, and there's an improvement on it to make sure that you can remove as much noise as possible. So we move that to empirical ensemble mode decomposition. So that moves you to EEMD, right?
Okay. Yes.
Then there's further improvement which helps to reduce noise even further. We call that one complete empirical ensemble mode decomposition. So that will be your CEEMD.
Okay.
In fact, there are even further ones where they say with adaptive noise. So you can have CEEMDAN, CEEMDAN.
CEEMDA.
DAN.
Or adaptive noise.
Yeah, so there are a series of them based on how well they remove the noise. And in the process of removing the noise, they decompose the data into the short term, long term, medium term, like Wavelet has done.
Okay.
But Wavelet is not a specifically noise reducing method. However, there are specific noise reduction wavelets, which is not the one we use here. With this, the empirical mode decompositions, they all remove noise from the data, but different ones remove them at different levels of efficiency.
Okay.
So whichever that you want to use, you have to do your best to distinguish it from the other one as your choice.
Okay.
Good. Now, with wavelets, remember we chose a J, where we use the log base 2 of n, right?
Yeah.
With the mode decompositions, you don't choose any J, it will determine it for you.
Okay.
Those are two advantages of mode decompositions over wavelets. It reduces noise and it can choose the scales for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the two main differences between wavelets and the empirical mode decompositions. So now, one more thing, when you are reading the literature, so that you understand how the noise is reduced. So the series, the noise in the original series, when you have it, what happens is that you are going to add extra white noise. Do you know white noise?
Yeah, I've heard white noise.
Yes, white noise. So you are going to pump or fill the data with a lot of white noise, different levels of white noise, to the point that the white noise will neutralize the original noise in the data.
Okay.
So when you are reading the literature, that's where you understand how they remove the noise from the data. Just push the data with more white noise so that the noise in the data will go away. That's how it works. You read the literature.
Okay.
Yeah. So the empirical mode decomposition. The package is the RLIBEMD. So you can run it from line 59 and 60. And I sent you the package.
Sorry?
I sent you the package manual.
Yes, you sent me the package manual. Let me just open it.
So you install it from line 59.
From line 59?
Yes, you can see that's install.packages. Run the line, Jacob. Let's run the line, it will install. So you give it time, it's done. Then load it. Yeah, so now you can use the package now. So okay, so what? So we can forget about line 62. We can forget about it. Okay, so when you go to line, so you have to load your data like you did before. You have it, that one already. It's called data, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you use. So if you go to line 71, we are decomposing with EMD. Can you see?
Okay.
The function is EMD. That's what we are decomposing with. And the function is, yes, the function EMD. So let's look at the head of your data now. Your data again. You look at it. You can run it. Yeah, you don't have to go up. Just let's look at the head. So that line 60, 65, 66, you should delete them, or you don't need them.
Okay, let me delete it.
Just delete, you don't need them. In fact, delete the remaining two lines.
67, 68.
Yes, you don't need them, delete. And close that gap. Then clear your screen. Clear the screen. Okay. So let's look at your data. Your head is so the first column is your date, which you are not going to decompose, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you are going to choose per column to decompose, like we did for the wavelet decomposition.
Okay.
So however you choose, remember how to pick a column in a data, whether you are going to use the matrix or you're going to use the $sign. So here, on line 66, if you are using the matrix, means you're going to put data at where A is, and then you pick Yeah, so it means with this, you are picking the second column, which is SP500.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you run it, it will decompose for you. What did they say? Could not implement for method element of type list. Okay, use $sign. Let me see.
So I'll have to remove these brackets,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes, and use the $sign. Let me see. And run that again. Yes, so it's working now. It's done.
Okay.
So what? So the next line is the same thing. So you run it, you do it for all the variables one after the other. So you can delete that. Delete that, then copy line 71. Move that one up. Don't cut, copy. So you want to save the output and look at it. So it's going to be C, right? It's C. Your data is C.
So I change it from where it's B here, isn't it?
Yeah. And you can change the name of that one too. You can say it's SP underscore IMF. IMF, not WMF. Empirical intrinsic mode function. It was I before you deleted it. Yeah. So you can save it. Run the line quickly. Quick. Yeah, then you can go and look at it. Let's go to it. Open it. So change it to the go to data. No, not
Data.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a method. Next. Yeah, so how many decomposition did he give? It also gave 12.
Yeah, it gives me 12.
Yeah, but this one has reduced noise, has removed noise from the data.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can save it. First column. Can always remove. It's already saved anyway. So first column is not needed. Okay, so let's go to the next. So the next one, you see that from line 69, it says EEMD. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, so now just a different now. This is another higher level of decomposing, of removing the noise.
Okay.
So you can put your data $SP500 there, and you may see the difference where T is.
Where it says what?
Where where T is.
Where T is.
T is your data.
Okay.
Just like the previous one. Can you see that the function is EMD inside? Can you see?
Yeah. Yes, I can see that.
Yes, so that's the other.
So do I have to say data $sign or what?
Decompose, yes, you choose which data you want to decompose. So let's just work with the the SP500. Later you can work, you have to decompose all the rest one by one.
Okay.
What you are doing is sequential and it's logical, so it has to come by default.
Yeah.
Then You can run the line. So that is done, and you need to save it to whatever name you want. So now this is not, so you should save it to another name to distinguish it from the previous one. So you know this one is EEMD. The first one was EMD.
Okay.
Let's see if you can. Yes, run. Let's see if you can get it. If there's a difference in the output. You can see a difference already. Can you see? This is bigger. This file is bigger.
Oh, okay.
So this one gave you 11, right? Just like the other one.
Yeah, it gives me 11.
Yeah, but this one has more noise removed than before, than the other.
Oh, okay.
Then by the theory behind the method. Okay, so the last one is the same one. Let's do that one, then that will be all. So you see that the function has changed?
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, so now you can put your dollar sign there, your SP 500.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys.
So you finished?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. So those are the three mode decompositions which have noise reduction abilities, and then you have the wavelets. So once you have these decompositions, you can use them for whatever you want.
You mean these IMF1, F2, I can use them wherever I want as well, just like the wavelets.
Exactly. That's the point.
Okay.
So that's it for the decompositions.